Hello everybody, Bad Weather Freak here again. Very short video today. There's not a lot to talk about. We only have Hurricane Lorenzo in the 2019 hurricane season, of course, but on the Atlantic. And it was interesting because Lorenzo broke a few records. One in particular was the strongest hurricane further east in the Atlantic, and I believe also further north. Maintaining is, basically becoming a category 5 that far east and further north than any other hurricane in modern history, or at least in recorded history, or satellite era they call it. So that's something interesting about Lorenzo. Thankfully it didn't affect anybody. Well, I rephrase that. There's actually one French ship that got caught on some rain bands, and it capsized the boat, actually sank the boat, believe it or not, and it was at a good distance from it. So definitely it was causing some swells, some waves, and it capsized that boat. Now there's still some people missing from that boat. I believe they found a raft with 3 people, but there were like 11 people missing, I believe. So that's basically the impacts on Lorenzo, the only ones that I've heard about. As far as the rest of the Atlantic, the Caribbean, or the Gulf of Mexico, not much going on at the moment. But now the forecast models are starting to pinpoint we might get some activity possibly within the next week in the Western Caribbean. Some of the forecast models, like the GFS, has been pointing out that we might get a wave in the Western Caribbean, and it seems like it might shoot the gap between Cuba and the Yucatan Peninsula, and basically come through there. It starts intensifying right before shooting the gap, and then getting into the Gulf of Mexico. So something to keep in mind, guys, is in October, that's typically where the activity starts to develop, Western Caribbean and Gulf of Mexico. If you guys remember 2018, last year, we got Hurricane Michael. I believe it was October 5th. Within 3 days it formed and affected the Mexico Beach area, made landfall there. So that's pretty much what we're keeping an eye on for October. A lot of talks have been happening that October might be, we might get another spike as far as activity in the Western Caribbean or Gulf of Mexico. That's usually where it happens. So I'll keep you guys posted, but so far that's all I have for you, and have a good day.